What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to our prospect evaluation series. This is a series where I'm breaking down all the first round level prospects leading up to the NBA draft. And in this video, we've got Meleek Thomas, a combo guard out of Arkansas. We've watched a decent amount of Arkansas film this year, and I'm excited to talk about him. We're going to go over all of his analytics. We're going to look at shot charts and player comparisons, watch some film, and at the very end, we're going to be placing him on the big board that we've been building throughout this series. But before we get into all that, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. You guys can't see it right now, but there's a ton of unresponded comments I have. I will get to them, I promise. It's been a very, very busy day for me, but seriously, go watch all the other content on the channel right now, all the ideal off seasons, the other do they fit in the NBA series videos, the mock drafts, because we're trying to hit 20K before the draft, which I will be live for, so make sure you guys are tuning in. But anyway, let's go talk about Meleek Thomas. Meleek Thomas, 6'3", 189-pound freshman, just coming out of Arkansas right now. So, as always, I gotta say it with this series. Whenever we start this series on this channel, it's always meant to be an introduction, right? These videos are introductions to these players, and for the most part, about 90% of this series, it's my first introduction to these guys, because I don't get into the scouting process until a little bit later in the year, because I'm doing other things for, like, the people that I work for, or whatever, right? But I'm pretty familiar with all of these players at this point in the year, so I try to be upfront about that. This is not actually an introduction. I've seen all his film up to this point. I'm not as familiar with like all the second round people. That's not exactly like what I'm doing right now, but I'm pretty familiar with like the top like 40-ish prospects at this point. So just know I've got a decent idea of what's going on with Meleek here, and I just try to say, and by the way, this is still going to be entry level. Like, go watch other videos on him, go get other people's perspectives. That's the whole point, right? We got to learn from each other. Don't let me be the only voice you hear on this guy. But Meleek is a combo guard, is what we call them, right? A combo guard is someone where it's like, okay, not the guy you want primarily creating your offense. He can create a little bit of it here and there, but he's probably going to be a secondary guy, typically playing off ball a little bit more off of a more powerful creator. He exists a lot on the perimeter. I'll go over the actual stats and everything. Normally I'm going through the stats and kind of learning with you guys, but again, I've got a good sense for this guy. And now, this archetype of player doesn't exist quite as much in the NBA anymore. Kind of these undersized combo guards kind of got phased out some years ago in the NBA. So that's something to take in mind, right? It's like, okay, we don't have a ton of living examples of these guys out there right now, but it doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? It doesn't mean that it can't happen. So just something to keep in mind. But taking a look at some of his statistics here. Remember, as a freshman this year, about 15.5 points per game. That's insane for a freshman. That's awesome. I know we've seen a lot of 20-point per game scores this year, and college basketball scoring is just up. Don't get used to that. That's not what we're used to seeing. It's very productive, playing about 30 minutes a game. That is awesome. We're looking at about just under 4 rebounds, only 2.5 assists, so not a ton of playmaking we see out of him, right? He's a combo guard. So he was playing a lot of off-ball with this team, and honestly, his usage in general is pretty low. Reminder, he played with a guy by the name of Darius Acuff right here, who was pretty much an entire offensive engine for Arkansas. So we can't completely rule out that maybe he doesn't want the ball a little bit more, but he primarily existed without the basketball this year. He did, like, don't get it twisted, like he got to the hoop and things like that when he did catch the ball, but he's not the one initiating any action typically for his team. So honestly, the 2.5 assists isn't like bad in my mind because of that. 1.5 steals. People will ask me about the defense because I just think there's kind of this like stupid idea going around like basketball right now that like these smaller guards just like aren't very good or like useful or whatever. And I just don't agree. Yes, being bigger helps you defensively, right? It's harder to play defense when you're smaller than people. It's also harder to play defense if you're slower or other things, right? I just don't subscribe to this thought of being like at like these smaller guys don't make it in the NBA. Look at what Brunson's doing right now. You can look at the Kyrie Irvings, the Stephs, right? The list goes on and on. It's not that hard to figure it out. And are they lockdown defenders? No, but you can have phenomenal impacts on the NBA at that size. But what I was going to say is defensively, like, what are you kind of getting out of this guy? I would tell you he's a neutral defender. Like, I don't think he blows anybody like out of the water defensively. Like, it's not like I'm being like, oh, wow, that was an amazing read or something like that. It's like, okay, yeah, this guy's been where he needs to be. I think he gives a good effort on that side of the court. And like, I just don't see a lot of flaws in it either. So take that as you will. Like, I see him as a very neutral defender. I don't see him as someone that got picked on, which that doesn't happen a ton in college basketball anyway, but I think he was fine, so take that as you will. Only about 1 turnover a game right there. The shooting stats are where things get very interesting here. So not a ton of rim attempts, and by the way, these percentiles here are positional based for college basketball, so keep that in mind. So this is against like other, what you would call a 2, I guess, in college. But taking a look at this, like the rim percentage, not great. Basically, if you're below like 61, 62%, like we're kind of like, that's not great whatsoever. And this guy's not a phenomenal athlete by any way or by any means, and it's not like he has an array of dribble moves to go get himself to the rim. Again, he's playing off of a cuff for the most part, which don't write that off as such a negative thing either. I think so many people just want the ball and don't know how to work without the basketball. I actually enjoy getting people that are like, oh yeah, let me go like run around screens and like go set screens for other people and then flare off of it or something like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I like that. I can work with that. And maybe that's because I was point guard who was always passing the ball around and stuff like that, which by the way, new people on the channel, hello, I'm AVC, I'm 6'5". A lot of people tell me I look very small on camera, but yes, I was a 6'5" point guard. Take that as you will. And by that I meant I was the one that had the ball most of the game and kind of passing it around. But take that as you will. Moving on to like the mid-range stuff. There's not a lot going on there. He takes quite a bit of those. That's kind of that combo guard attitude. This is the part that gets interesting, right? Taking about 10 3-point attempts per 100 possessions. That's pretty solid for his position. And we're hitting 41, just under 42% of them. So, okay, we got us a shooter, right? It's okay, shooter, maybe a neutral defender. You can do some stuff with that in the NBA. Free throw attempts, nothing crazy. Like I said, it's not a ton of stuff going on at the rim, but we're hitting a good percentage of our free throw attempts. That's awesome, right? We absolutely love that. If we can break down his play style now, with shout out Draft Baller, it's always a pleasure that that we can use this website. By the way, I've been using this website professionally at times too, just to get information. Like, this website is killer. So shout out those guys. Let's get a quick look at his kind of category mix of like how he's playing the game. So he's a perfect split here: 35% at the rim, 35% at the perimeter. But this is the more interesting part, right? So let's start off with the rim. Rim attacks 25% of the time, and that's because he's coming off screens, or that's like his ISO situations too, where he's trying to create a little bit more, and he gets to the rim only 0.85 points per possession. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. We're usually looking for about 1 and above to make something worth it. Putback opportunities, right? That's just crashing the glass, putting the ball back in. He's a better athlete than most college basketball players, just maybe not NBA quality necessarily, being above average, but those are always going to be high. Backdoor cuts, those are always going to be very high. Posting up, no surprise, that's not happening. The perimeter stuff, right? Look at this. Perimeter snipers, like catch and shoot opportunities, 18% of the time. We're at 1.16 points per possession. That's going well for him. Why? He's hitting a lot of 3-pointers, right? And he's got guys like A-Cuff setting him up perfectly. There's other very good players on this team. The mid-range, not going as well for him. Taking about 10% of the time, and we're getting 0.68 points per possession. It's not that great. Dribble jumpers in general, 1.06, not bad. Transition's always going to be high, so no surprise there. And then we see some of the playmaking stuff. It's not a low percentage, it's not a high either. Combo guard, right? That's what we're looking at here. So you have the pick and roll passer here, so we're not running a lot of pick and roll, which is something I always like to see in guards. If we can, attacking and kicking, that's not happening very often. And then just like hitting cutters and stuff, not happening a ton. Again, A-Cuff is kind of the engine for this team, so that's something you have to take into account, is like they wanted to play that way for a reason. They're like, why would we take the ball out of his hands? Now, I want to take a look at his shot chart. We don't use Draft Ballers because theirs is a little bit hard to read in my mind, so we're going to use the website that they get their stuff from. So let's take a look at the shot chart for him here, and this is what you kind of notice here. It's a little bit sporadic, right? This kind of screams that 6-man energy guy off the bench, right? He really does remind me of kind of those old-fashioned combo guards, right? The Lou Williams type of players, right? Shout out Sweet Lou and all of them, but it's just like, look, I'm getting my shot up one way or another. Like that's what I'm going to do. I'm coming off screens, I'm shooting, and as we kind of get closer to the rim, things don't always tend to go as well for him here. The mid-range shot's kind of like, yeah, not that great, but like beyond the arc, we're getting stuff. We're getting stuff at every spot right here, especially on this side of the court. We're cooking over here. 28 shots, 50% from the corners. Like, look, you're going to shoot 50% of the corner, you're going to be on the floor, because I can get you open corner looks. That's the most efficient way to play basketball right now. Ask the New York Knicks. By the way, I'm recording this just after like game 1 of the finals or whatever. So the Knicks, you guys play the most analytically like perfect style of basketball ever. Just drive, kick, get good 3-point shots. That's perfect basketball. It's not that complicated. But you can do all this, you can do some stuff for me. So this is interesting in it of itself. But yeah, pretty sporadic shot chart. Not a lot of logic necessarily going on here. So now that that's understood, right, these videos feel like they go a lot faster when I kind of like know the players, right, versus like you can go watch all the other ones in the playlist. By the way, subscribe, damn it, we're trying to hit 20k, and make sure you guys know that I'm gonna be live for the draft. I'm trying to advertise more in my videos, okay? I'm trying to be a good YouTuber, but go watch all the other videos on these guys, right? You can kind of see how it is when I'm first getting exposed to these guys, which is kind of fun. But anyway, let's do a little player comparison here. Draft Baller has this thing called the Galaxy, which shows like comparable players throughout like college basketball and stuff. So let's pull up Meleek Thomas here. And now don't use this as a predictive thing at all. That's not what this is. The people at Draft Baller will tell you that themselves. It's just to show like player comparisons. I honestly don't even know how this works completely. Like how do they categorize some of these people? But it's interesting to take a look at. So some comparable players. Cam Thomas, there's kind of that combo guard. Jet Howard, Jacoby Walter, Jordan Poole, Colin Sexton, Jared Bayless. Shout out Jared Bayless. Kobe White, another kind of combo guard, right? There's Grady Dick, AJ Griffin. Hope everything's going well for AJ Griffin. Malik Beasley. Hopefully he doesn't have the gambling habits of Malik Beasley. Although wasn't he found innocent, right? I know a lot of people have been saying in my ideal offseason videos, why don't you sign Malik Beasley? Look, man, with how much like gambling stuff the NBA is under watch for right now, they're not touching it, y'all. They're not touching it. And for you dummies that think like the lottery's rigged and shit like that too, like I don't think you understand how much of a crime that would be to commit, and it's so illogical. I just can't believe some people are so dumb out there. But that's just me. But anyway, quick comparison, right? It's just an interesting way to take a look at it. So the closest comparison is Jet Howard, Ben Mathurin. Like, what is a fringe? Like fringe all-star? Like, because why is Jared Bayless a fringe then? So I don't understand. I don't completely understand it, but that's okay. I'm sure it's explained somewhere on the website, and I just didn't take the time to read it. Like most things, people don't understand nowadays. But anyway, all right, this is what you came for. Let's go watch some film of him. I got 3 games. Let's get into it. Alrighty, y'all. As per usual, I've got 3 games to show you guys some high-scoring clips. You know, as we're getting deeper in the bucket of kind of these later first-round guys, I don't have like all the clips with the defensive stuff, whatever. That's just not really on YouTube. So this is just going to be an offensive introduction. You're pretty much just going to see makes. It just kind of is what it is. Meleek Thomas is over here. By the way, make sure you guys subscribe and like these videos because they will get demonetized. YouTube's going to take them down right away because I'm showing college basketball film. I should be protected under fair use. I'm making educational content. I'm building upon the content. My legal defense is in the description of this video, but they're still going to demonetize me, those assholes. I want my $25 for this video. I want it. But anyway, all right, let's watch some Meleek Thomas right here, y'all. Let's see it. So here we go. Here's the combo stuff right here. Just kind of creating off of an initial action of A-cuff right here. Good. What a weird closeout this was. I know in these videos we always end up making fun of whoever they're playing right here, but like, look at this. Why did he close him out like and let him go towards the rim here? Because it's not like they're leading him into like a shot blocker or anything like that. Like he didn't contest anything. Like he just led him towards the hoop. Look at this right here. We're already making fun of people. He's like, sir, go this way. Go this way. I'm not letting you go back towards or away from the hoop. And he's like, okay, bitch, float me. Yeah. Good stuff. Here we go. A-cuff running the show right here. Right off the bat, I kind of want to see this action one more time. Let's break it down a little bit slower right here. They might have been in some sort of horns or something like that, but we're going back around into the pick and roll. Notice how he rolls the correct way so he can catch the ball right away. And then I see the back of my defender's head. Oh, he didn't cut this time, but we get to the corner. This is where he thrives, right? 50% right here. He's like, all right, bitch, give me this right here. Yakum schmackers. Oh, I love it. So breaking down the 3-point shot right here. He caught the ball on kind of the wrong side. I'd prefer that you kind of catch it on the right side and you can adjust your feet a little bit. AVC, someone else is throwing the pass. Guess what, dummy? Stupid Billy right there. Look at you. You flies down, Billy. I don't know why you're trying to talk to me like that, like you know stuff. You can move your feet too and catch it in a better spot, but we want the ball on the right side. If we're a right-handed shooter, we want it following the right hip, past the right shoulder, past the right eye. You guys know my background in player development. At this point, my specialty was always shooting, but what we love is these feet jumping together at a 45-degree angle. Hips don't turn or nothing. That ball's going in. Good pass right there by A-cuff, and now I'm just going to create for myself. Hit a jumper, right? All of this stuff. A-cuff with basketball all the time, right? Boom. All right, now I'm going to try to create. I'm going to take a mid-range shot, and this is a big theme that I've seen out of him in his film. He doesn't quite have like the moves like finalized yet. Like he's like, okay, I can dribble here and go behind the back, but he doesn't know where to go after this. And that's very common for young guards coming into the NBAs. They don't quite have their array of moves yet. They kind of have like 1 to 2 moves because that's all they've really needed up to this point, and they need to kind of build those out as they grow. Not everybody can be Dylan Harper, where that's why I was so enamored with him last year. I'm like, this guy's got like 7 or 8 combo moves mastered already. You just don't see that, which is so impressive. So I don't know. Oh, wow, there was a big strike of lightning outside. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just saw it, and it was just a big boom outside. Anyway, let's do this before I lose some power or something like that. But yeah, he doesn't quite always know where to go, and that's where these mid-range shots come. All right, here we go. We're going. Euro me. Yup, float me. 51, you not blocking shit, dog. I could have fit like a credit card under this jump right here. Yup. Okay, it wasn't that bad of a jump. My bad, my bad. Like, I can still jump at this point. I can still dunk, just not very well. Like, it's gonna hurt as well, so please take that as you will. All right, here we go. We're gonna do some of our own creation. Went around that screen very wide, but we're taking that 3-point shot. That bitch is going right here. Boom, screen right there. Notice how good his feet look right here. That's awesome. That's a good looking shot. Kind of pushed it a bit, but not too bad. Not quite as decisive as you'd want here. Here we go. Again, not quite sure where he wants to go, but he's just gonna pull up and hit that jumper. Great stuff. Again, A-Cuff starting offense. Now I'm going to do something. Okay, I'm going to dance. There we go. We put something together because we got a big white boy on us. Here we go. Here we go. Good hesitation. That's the AVC float right there. I always call this the choke shot right here. It's like the most missed shot in basketball more often than not because it's kind of like a weird distance. You always got to float it from there. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to create something right here. There we go. There it is. And you kind of just blew by this guy. Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. College basketball, right? I didn't say this earlier in the video. I always say it. Just because someone's doing something in college doesn't mean it's going to work in the NBA, right? That's just not how it works. They're very different games. It's a lot easier to tell the international players are going to transfer over, and it's not a very deep international pool this year, which is weird because the last couple of years the international crowd has really dominated the draft in a lot of ways. Just not a deep one this year. So just because you see something here doesn't mean they're going to be able to do it at the NBA level. Some goofy shit right here. Like, why are you guarding him like all the way out here? I don't understand it. Like, if someone wants to shoot from out there, like, sit back in your defense. I don't get it. I just don't. You're like, oh, they're gonna get a running start at me. Well, I have a lot of room to figure out which direction they're going. Like, I don't know, man. I think people overcomplicate things so far, and then you just get blown by. Like, how stupid is that? Like you're like coming up on him. You're like, I'm on his ass. I'm on his ass, and he just hits you with literally like, I'm going to my left. No move or anything. Just walked by him. So I don't know. Okay, chose an interesting direction to go around here. A-Cuff, make it happen. Yup. Good stuff, good stuff. Here we go. Coming over a lot of screens. We like to see this. What are we doing? Travel low-key. Solid screen being set. Here we go. Good pass. That's what we're talking about. Some of the pick-and-roll ball handling. What we'd like to see out of our ball handlers here. Watch us. By the way, shout out Trayvon Brazil or whatever. He was a meme in our Arkansas video for Darius A-Cuff or whatever, and I thought he was white. At first, I really did. It was earlier in the season. I thought he was a white guy, and I was like, this white guy is booming on everybody. Then I looked him up, and I was like, okay, my bad. That's on me. It was very funny. You guys can go back and watch that video if you want. But I was like, this guy is impressing me, and now he's probably going to be a second-round pick or whatever. Kind of funny how that happens. Like, I had no idea who he was, but I was like, I got to pay attention to this guy. I like this guy. So he's one of my second-round dudes, and that I'm a big fan of. But anyway, back to Meleek Thomas. Why the hell do you guys watch these videos, man? Hearing me just talk about crazy shit. I'm always finding stuff in the stands too or something. This motherfucker not watching the game at all. Where are you going, dude? I know he's helping people sit down or whatever. He went too wide around this screen is what I've been trying to say. He went too wide. Why don't you brushing hips and everything? But he makes the right read right there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we go. Trying to make something happen. I found the basketball. Let's go. We're in transition. Good running. Spin move. Oh, my goodness. Well, you don't see people spin that way very often. Fair enough. Yup. Chuck that bitch. Clank. Give me these. Oh, I don't know why we saw that. Are we watching defensive clips now? We are watching defensive clips. Like, that's not the greatest defensive clip, but good effort. Good effort. We love it. Here we go. We're on. We're on. All right. Fair enough. Like, we're good. Look at Brazil get up. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm horrible with names. Here we go. Here we go. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's good effort. Like, I don't really need you smacking at that ball or whatever. I admire that you tried to get it. But no, we don't need you doing all that. Here we go. Here we go. I'm in. This is the perfect spot to be in right now. Well, maybe a little bit lower so you can see both a little bit more. But here we go. Great rotation. Hands up. Nothing more. Perfect. That's all I need you to do. Good stuff. All right, right here. Right here. We're on him. Oh, no, I can't see him. I can't see him. There we go. Great contest. Good stuff. All right. that's game one. He had 26 points in this one. Now, we've got a 28 points against Mizzou, is it, I believe? Yeah, here we go. All right, coming over the screen right here. Again, not going to see a crazy array of dribble moves or anything. And by the way, just because somebody's something now doesn't mean they can't be something later, right? Just keep that in mind, right? Just keep that in mind. These guys can always get better. That's a goaltend. That is a goaltend. Boy, you look so guilty. Look so guilty. Here we go. We're attacking the paint. College basketball, man. Only in college basketball. We've got motherfucker trying to post up all the way out here. Ball is past free throw line extended. That's just not happening in the NBA. And like, he's not even like sealing this guy off necessarily. Like, I don't know why he's not helping at all. I don't understand. Good stuff, Trayvon. Good stuff. Give me these. Yup, this is why we like him. It's turned into his video now. That's what I'm talking about. Run. Give me this basketball back. Let's go. Yep, he's not dunking. Like, I'm sure he can dunk and everything, right? I'm sure I've seen a clip of him dunking. Whoa, what did I just do there? I wasn't sure. But anyway, like, not a crazy athlete by any means. Here we go. Catch ball. This is great. Refocus. Yep, his feet are good and his hips don't move at all. Like, no, it's no wonder the ball's going in from back here. Here we go. Sizing up. Let's make something happen. Taking a rough shot there. This was one of those drives where it's like, okay, I'm just going to drive because I want to right here, and I don't really know where I'm going. He picked the ball up like right here. Just shows you it's not like an elite ball handle by any means. But again, young guard, this is going to happen sometimes. It's going to happen. I'm not telling you this like he's bad. I'm just telling you this like he's a young guard. That is what it is. Right, here we go. Great basketball being run here against the zone. Here we go. Give me these. Man, he can just kind of flick that thing up there, can't he? That's awesome. That is awesome stuff. Here we go. Some early horns action. Oh, this was the play we saw earlier. So he's going to come back over the top. He might rescreen him right there. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. I don't remember every single clip. All right, he's just throwing them things up there again. Good stuff. Here we go. We're attacking. Good pass. Oh, my goodness. Good catch. Good catch. Here we go. What am I doing? Step back, kiss myself, throw that bitch in. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Here we go. That's such a weird pass. Just pass it to the dude under the hoop right here. Look, it's not that hard. Just pass it to him right here. Pass it to him. I can't, man. Even with like D1 athletes, man. I was listening to a podcast the other day and someone was describing it so well for me. As somebody that's, been at the college level and at the NBA level, the NBA dudes just like get it right away. No surprise, right? They're just smarter. And like the college guys, like there's just not a lot of logic to the game that's being played more often than not. And it is what it is. Here we go. We're attacking. Great pass. Good stuff. So like it plays like that I'm like this is a really good read right here. Like he took it nice and slow. He saw the cut. That's really good. So it's like, okay, maybe he's got some more vision. Maybe he just doesn't have the ball handling down right now because like he's not getting a ton of opportunity necessarily to go create because, again, Darius Acuff is on the team. And so that's why I was like 2.5 assists, more impressive than you might think. So something to consider there. There's nuance and everything. Give me this ball back. Let me go to work right here. Jaime Jaquez Light is on me. Here we go. Float me. Yup. I can't, man. I can't. All right, what do we got here? He's like, don't take this shit down here. Don't bring hit this way. He's like, no, go that way. Go back that way. I don't want these problems over here. Let's go. I'm cutting. There we go. Taking a tough mid-range shot. Like he's really able to, because his bottom half is so steady, just kind of flick it up or whatever. So it's interesting. Very interesting. Nice high release. What are we doing? We're in OT right now. This is clutch time. Let's do it. Set that screen. We got Spain action, perhaps. Yep, a little bit of Spain right here. There we go. Yay, the most classic play in basketball. No, they didn't actually screen each other. They did it wrong, but it worked anyway because this guy just decided not to. What was going on with this defense? Here, look at this. Watch everything that happens here. So he goes over the top, right? So they're hard hedging like on him. They're not completely like icing him. They're just kind of hedging him, and there's just no communication here whatsoever. I don't know why you're doing that when there just is another defender there. I don't understand. Instead, just gets to go over the top. Good stuff. 2-3. Good stuff. Okay, cool. And I believe that is it for this one. Very cool. Moving on to the last game. We've got his career high 29 points towards the end of the season against Ole Miss. Always a fun one. Let's see it. Acuff's here trying to make something happen again. Just engine the whole time. Like, y'all, what is this defense right here? Like, he lost him completely, like, on this already. Like, who are you guarding? He's not looking. His own guy's not looking. I can't with college basketball sometimes, man. Just guard your guy. He's like, oh no, I messed up. Oh no, this is Billy right here. I'm sure this guy can hoop. I'm sorry, you guys just know I try to have some fun in these videos. Who's this guy? Why are you standing up right now, dude? Your shirt don't fit right. Why am I saying this stuff? Leave it alone, ABC. Leave it alone. He's like, oh no, I gotta get back on him. I wish he would have taken the three right there, right? Because like you had the open three. This guy's not guarding nobody, and he steps up later. Doesn't really matter now, does it? But okay, fair enough. A-Cuff, do your thing, dog. Do your thing. He's like, no, get out the way. I can do this. Here we go. I'm just gonna find my guy. He takes the shot that time. He really kind of pushed that shot. Take a look at this one more time. So here we go. Nice little off-ball screen. This is great. We can do this for you at the NBA level all day. I prefer that you're kind of like turning your body a little bit more. Like this is a bit of a slow turn. The ball's on the left side of his face again, but like look at this. Again, he stays very steady in his bottom half. He's not throwing his hips forward at all, but he really pushes that shot into the hoop, which is interesting. Okay, here we go. More off-ball stuff. Kind of a not quite an Iverson action, but again, just pulling it. Hey, let it fly. We were feeling it early in this one. Here we go. Pass him that ball back. He's feeling himself. Here we go. Crossover, attack, good pass. That's my guy. Yeah, hang on the rim a little bit. Yeah, let's show it again. Show it a little bit of two. Throw that up. Hey, you're little. Oh, you're pushing him off the rim. Guess what? You better jump up there with him then. Here we go. Good pass. Oh, damn. It should have been. Oh, my God. It won. We had a man down right here. Look at this. Oh, Lord, Sheila. Sheila. Come on, man. Get up. I don't got time for this, man. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I understand, like, you gotta sell some things, just like advantage in basketball. This is not a Shea thing either. Don't make this a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander thing or anything. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I'm just too much of like a toxic male at times, and like my wife will probably tell me this as well. But like, I'm just not lying on the ground and rolling around and stuff like that. Like I played baseball in high school too. I got like hit like by a pitch in the face and my nose was like sideways, blood gushing down. I got hit and fell on the ground. I got up immediately. Maybe not a good reaction. I yelled a swear. I yelled a little cuss word, right? And then I just marched off the field, pissed as shit. I went into the bathroom. I snapped it back into place. I'm so serious. I don't know if you can tell from here, but I got a weird little bump in my nose because I didn't snap it back in the correct way. But I played the rest of the game. I was just pissed because I was like, man, I'm not going to roll around on the ground. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. Again, I'm probably just a bit of a toxic male about things. So sorry. Here we go. Let's play make a little bit. Good relocation. What are we doing? We're attacking all the way. I love this. Young guards right here. Learn how to play off of 2 feet. Look at how under control this is. So we're attacking. We're playing off 2. Jump stop. That's how you gain control back, especially for a guy that's not super heavy. Here we go. Like you can just tell by some of his transition stuff right here. He just don't quite got that ball on a string. Like, dude, where are you going? It's low-key a carry. And again, kind of just gets stolen. Give me this ball back, though. I'm making stuff happen. Gotta shoot my 3. Yup. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Good pass. Let's go. Let's go. Yup. Float me. Yup. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. We love it. Here we go. We're attacking. Snake it. Good stuff. Find the boy. Let it fly. Oh, yep. Rebound. Good stuff, big fella. Oh, I'm going to hit it, though. Yup. Throws it at kind of the hoop again. Very interesting. Again, kind of a push shot here. You can watch it. Watch. The ball's on that left side still. Ball's still on that left side. I want to get it on the right side because why do we want that, right? Because there's a little bit of variance, right? Because the ball is always going to end up being shot like from somewhere around here. And if you're bringing the ball like and it's kind of following this trajectory like this, there's more variance to the shot. Whereas if you bring it up on this side, you're just going straight up and down, right? So that's why we do those things. But it don't matter because he's wet. Give me those. Yup. Throw up the signs. I love it. Here we go. Oh, that was... Oh, my goodness. I don't remember that clip. Holy... Let me see this. Good pass. Yee! Yeah, swing on the rim a little bit, my guy. I love it. I love it. You guys can tell I'm kind of in a mood right now. I just got back from a volleyball game or whatever, too. I was talking a little bit during that as well. Alrighty, man. No, all right, we got one more clip. And that... Where is it? Let me see. Yup, let's go all the way. That is Meleek Thomas. Alrighty, so final thoughts. Like, as you guys are probably noticing with these videos, if you've been kind of watching the whole series, these players get less and less complicated as the deeper you go. And look, some of these guys are going to surprise us, right? But this game isn't too complicated, right? He's a good catch and shoot player. He can hit from the outside, right? He can score with them, but he's probably not creating much at an NBA level right now. So it's a bit of a project, right? It's a bit of a project, but he works his ass off. And so... I think it's worth a project for somebody. It's just probably a later first round thing, and that's okay, right? Not every first round pick is going to be a contributor day one, y'all. I often say, like, after pick like 16, 17, I'm just not even really expecting you to be in the rotation, and that's maybe AVC's a little bit harsher on people, but that's just kind of how I am with things. But anyway, no, shout out Meleek Thomas. So where are we putting him? On this big board, as always, the big boards. This is not an order of who I think the best player is or who's even gonna be the best player, as a draft board always is, at least at a professional level. It's the order at which you would want the chance to develop those players if you just had a blank roster, right? That's kind of how we're looking at those things. So I'm not telling you that Peterson's gonna be the third best out of these guys, or he's the third best now. He's just the third guy that I'd want the chance to develop. And this is not my actual big board. We've just kind of building this. We've been building this throughout the series on kind of like first impressions or whatever. You guys will get to see my actual one because I am allowed to share that. I'm just not sharing any like draft insights. And it's not like I decide anything majorly. Anyway, I hope you guys never think I'm like big time. Like, I do this stuff, but like, it's not like I'm making big time decisions necessarily. Okay, where do I want Meleek Thomas? It's going to be more so towards the bottom here. I think I'm going to put him just below Isaiah Evans for the time being. Again, it's not the final place that he's going to rest, right? When you guys actually see my stuff, but that's where I'm going to put him for now. Just above Jefferson, just below Isaiah Evans. I think that's fine. And alrighty, we got 29 guys, which means there's just one episode left of this. Let me know. Who do you guys want to see next? Who do you want to see for the final guy of this series? Because we want to do like a first round potentially, even though Tunde's not going to be in the draft. So damn it, it is what it is. I can't help that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys as always. Let me know what you think of him, and let's move on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from our Dallas Mavericks ideal off season. As always, go watch the ideal off seasons. Do they fit in the NBA? All those videos. All the top content's coming out right now. The channel has more than doubled in the past like 5 weeks, which is pretty crazy. And let's try to hit 20 before the draft. But anyway, comment of the video is coming not because of the greatness necessarily of the comment, but because of the financial backing behind it. And as always, like in real life, if you pay, you will win. That's an unfortunate truth about life, and it's no different here on the AVC channel. If you donate, you will be comment of the video in some way. As always, you guys don't have to donate or anything like that, but it does go towards my wife's ice cream fund because I run and start too many businesses, and she will leave me if I don't keep buying her ice cream. But anyway, yeah, shout out Jay Hertz, BST here, that just said, greatness. Nothing flashy, pretty realistic. I instant forward this to all my friends. Thank you. Amazing algorithm boost. This comment is phenomenal. I take it back. It is the best comment. Both of them responded, wrong number. Damn it. Anyways, here's a little something from the Mrs. AVC's Ice Cream Fund. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate the love. I just hope, like, in all honesty, like, I just hope I can keep you guys entertained for like close to an hour during the week, and 6 videos a week right now, which is taking up a lot of my time. But I'm glad that you guys appreciate it. I'm glad that it's something to help you guys pass the day. I know I can't get through my day without my podcasts or whatever. It's just kind of how I am. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and everything. And seriously, like, subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. Say hello to your Nana for me, and let's continue to have a great week, y'all. Thanks so much. Bye.